We are live. We are here, people. Hey, we on the motherfucking road again, too, y'all. Have to handle business. So, right now, I'm on my KHTV, as you would say. So, welcome to everybody on here. A lot of shit going on. So, sorry I'm a little late, but y'all see I'm out here handling business. But, I had to come holler at my peoples, man. So, whoever's out there, come on, step on in here. But if not, it's all good. Oh shit. Hey, we need the goddamn key. So text now. Man. Bring the key out. Okay? Motherfucking I forgot my goddamn key, but I'm driving a car. That's a push to start car there, you guys. Damn. This shit ain't gonna stop ringing until I go retrieve my key. But anyway, y'all. Yeah, man. I want to talk about obviously the Super Bowl still. Just a couple things that happened in that damn game. It's like, first of all, man, I just know, how it is when you're going through something, or when you've been through a lot, like basically Shanahan, like he's been through so many devastating losses, right? I was just trying to track because I knew they were going to lose. I was just trying to track, like, when is he going to lose it? Like, when is he going to know that this game is in jeopardy, right? He was up by 10. He led every goddamn game that he was in the Super Bowl. So I just wanted to know, like, what events would happen where this guy just start flipping out like, oh, it's happening again, okay? So they went up 10-0. That got to be one of them things that he was like, oh, shit, we're up again. There was a streaker. When the streaker came out, I'm like, I wonder if Shanahan going to feel if the streaker's the reason they lost. Earlier in the week, the Niner staff was so mad and pissed that what the fuck happened, y'all? Something happened where I think the fire alarms got set off. The fire alarms got set off, and like the players were complaining about, oh, we didn't get our sleep. They're trying to sabotage us again. So I'm just looking at all of the shit that, like, the timeline in the game. During the game, I'm looking at Shanahan the whole time. When is he going to lose it? When Steve Wilkes, I think that the basketball player, whatever Wilkes, whatever the motherfucking defensive coordinator name is for San Francisco, he called a play. Shanahan called a timeout, said, no, you cannot do that. Now, that's a good head coach there, right? When, because again, Shanahan, offensive guru, this, that, and the third, all you want in the offensive coach, right? He went over to the defense and said, we cannot mess this up. That was not a good call. I want you to run the defense this way. So that's what motherfuckers was asking LaFleur to do. So I respect that. But just poor Shanahan, because listen, I'm sure you guys heard the story, man. Not heard. 2-3 players admitted to not knowing the overtime rules. You are in the Super Bowl. Devondre Campbell even sent out a tweet and laughed at him. Shannon Sharp, many people were saying they shouldn't have even said it. These motherfuckers, I know the overtime rules. God damn it. I mean, maybe because I play Madden a lot, but still, I know that ain't my profession. How do y'all professionals getting paid this much money not know the goddamn overtime rules? And this is not the first year, so I'm not going to let you slide with that, right? Especially for a team who is a perennial motherfucking Super Bowl contender, right? So that's crazy. Another thing crazy about Shanahan is, like, what's the point, micromanager? I was reading reports earlier in the week that All the Niners rooms, quarterback room, running back room, wide receivers room, special teams room, were all under surveillance under Kyle Shanahan with audio. This is not just, okay, we'll just see the videos, what they're doing. He has audio to what? To make sure that everybody is on the same page. Is that micromanaging or not? Literally, if something is said in a meeting, he'll run into that meetings room like, hey, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. Now, I understand PTSD from losing all these games. You're trying to do all you can do, Shanahan, to prevent devastating losses like you received again this Sunday. But that's a little excessive to me. And how are you going to micromanage to that point? Record and make sure everybody's on the same channel, everybody's on the same page as far as the game plan or whatever the fuck else is going on in San Francisco or San Francisco. Shout out to KHTV. How do you micromanage to a point to where you're listening to every meeting room's business? I'll be trolling his ass, whether I'm a coach or not. Y'all don't know me. I'll be saying little subliminals where he'd be like, hold on, were you talking about me? Hell yeah, you want to record? You want to record me when I pee too? You know, like what's really going on in San Francisco, right? If you trust your coaches, you should trust that the word is relayed. You hired these guys so they can relay the word on how to execute whatever you want executed, but you got to record these niggas. You recording them. How about you let them know the new overtime rules in the Super Bowl, which this is the second year? Even Fred Warner, upon receiving the ball, something in my mind, I'm good at reading body languages. Fred Warner said we wanted to receive, but the look on his face was like, damn, do we though? You know what I'm saying? But hey, coachable player. Coaches went out there and told him to do that. So that's just crazy how you go micromanage to a point to where you're recording motherfuckers in the meeting rooms and they say something wrong or they go over something wrong. You running in the meeting room letting them know, no, this ain't what we want to do. But at the same time, you cannot let these highly trained millionaire professionals playing this game their whole life. And Kyle Juszczyk, you don't know what the fuck is the rules is? Oh, maybe not, because didn't you come from rugby or some shit? This ain't rugby, my boy. Who the fuck else says something? Eric Armstead. No motherfucking excuse. 10 damn near years in the league. Do y'all not get the memo? Do y'all not pay attention of when shit comes out? I'm sure you got some kind of documentation at some point in your career or been told about the new rules. And another thing, they broke down the rules right there, right in front of y'all, just in case you didn't know. So what was y'all doing on the sideline having Gatorade? I heard the ref explain the rules to a T, and to a point to where I'm like, did the ref literally have to explain the rules verbatim on this shit? All right, so look, y'all, we in a different kind of setup. I am not KHTV. I'm not used to driving and doing all this shit. No, I am not drunk or smoking, although y'all wouldn't even be able to tell if I am or not. Shout out to my boy Blake22. Good morning, bro. Ernie Martinez. Shout out to you, bro. Sorry I'm late, y'all. Shout out to Milto, man. Hey, hit that like button when y'all see motherfucking Milto. God damn it. Okay. Wipe your feet at the door. 420 HPOV Boulevard. Okay, the practice field. Shout out to KHTV. Yeah, that's what it was. But then, like, listen, I'm weird. I sleep with the fan on, TV on blast. I like noise. When the gardeners come outside and do the garden shit, like, it's just joy to my ears. I love hearing that shit while I'm asleep, but I'm different. Shout out to my boy Big Nate. Again, I don't know if we're going to do a roll call today because I'm driving and shit. I'm stopped right now. Oh, he's definitely going to prove the haters wrong. Shout out to Brandy Lewis. Hey, well, shit, I ain't gonna lie. Packer fans don't know how to lose either. I know how to lose. I learned how to lose. When you play so many games in real life and you fight through a real tough game and you are forced to shake every man's hand at the end of the games throughout your whole life, that's just football to me. So, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Some Packer fans don't know how to lose either. Have you seen Packers Twitter, Nate? All right, so that's it for the little questions and shit. I'm about to hop on this goddamn freeway. And of course, the ramp is closed. Like, how long y'all motherfucker gonna work on this exit? Like, there's no more mudslides. This shit they're like, how long is it gonna take y'all? Jesus Christ. Hell yeah, shout out to everybody. That's all they're gonna do is make excuses, man. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? That is kind of crazy. So again, hey, y'all, imagine if Jair did what he did in a Super Bowl. That'd be a big problem for us, y'all. Okay? So what Jair did, it had to get nipped in the butt. We had to set the tone like, bro, you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, if Jair did what he did in that same situation that Fred Warner was in, we would have been doomed in the Super Bowl. So glad we got that. They, of course, are overrated. Of course, everybody exchanging pleasantries. Hey, you are not the only one. A lot of us are happy. A lot of us are happy that the Niners lost. You know, it was a joy to my heart. But, you know, I just, you know, I don't feel bad for Shanahan. I feel sorry because it's like, I know what you're going through. Super Bowl, Atlanta, up by 20, whatever you was up by. Both games against Pat Mahomes. You're down. I mean, you're up. Like, so how did they beat us? Shit, they were pretty much down the whole time. Maybe Shanahan needs to go down first in his next. I say next Super Bowl that he makes it, but I don't see that being in the cards for the Niners. You know, Niners got to pay a couple people. You know, it's gonna be hard keeping that roster together like you are. You know, now I'm not gonna say they're not gonna come out there and be not gonna be competitive. They're gonna be competitive. They still got a good base of guys where they're gonna be competitive. But man, how many times you gonna get all the way up for this fight, man? These dudes look wore out. They said it was the quietest locker room ever, as it should be. But they was like, man, there was nothing said in the locker room. It was just quiet. Bosa said he couldn't even look his people in the eye. You know, he couldn't even look his teammates in the eye. Shit, handling business right now, man. Where am I going? Shit, to hell if I don't change my ways. Not for real. But look at this, y'all. This crazy. I hope they don't attack me or nothing like that. Y'all gotta see this. Hey, these is live peacocks right here. Y'all see this? Craziness. Like where does this happen? I've never seen one in my life, like in person like this. So y'all getting exclusive. HPOV motherfucking look at that one. Hopefully y'all can see. But anyway. Fucking peacocks, y'all. Like, am I close to the zoo? LA Zoo? Let me turn around. There's a whole gang of peacocks over here. Speaking of peacock, I gotta pay my peacock bill. Actually, it's automated, so it's gonna go through. So I can watch my Elimination Chamber in a couple weeks. Higher Point of View Wrestling. You know, if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, bro, it's just crazy, man. That a micromanager to that point, bro, would just literally. How do you miss the overtime rules? You record motherfuckers. You seem like you worry about everything else than what you're supposed to be worried about. So sorry for that, Shanahan. And yeah, shit, I'm just on the road, I do a lot of driving. Of course, hey, Nate always sets the bar straight. Nate always tells it like it is, speaks it how he sees it, and you gotta please believe that HPOV speaks it how I see it. Who still got 11 draft picks? I hope we ain't talking about the Niners. If so, it's cool. They'll be on par with us. We already know, like I said, they're not gonna disappear, y'all. They're not gonna disappear. But what I'm saying is, Purdy gonna have to get the bag eventually. If he's the guy for them. But you never know if he's the guy for them. Y'all seen how quick they dropped Trey Lance like a bad habit. I'm thinking we're going to deal with Trey Lance for the next 5-6 years. I'm like, okay, another running quarter. He got a good arm. We got to deal with him. They chose Purdy. I much rather, definitely as a Packer fan, deal with fucking Purdy than a guy like Trey Lance. You guys know the history of Packers against running quarterbacks, okay? We've seen DeVito this year. We've seen Justin Herbert turn into Michael Vick this year. Crazy that Justin Fields ain't went ballistic on us by his running, because that's what he's really good at. But the Bears still suck, and they always will. That might be a possibility, Brandy. But hey, man, listen. Obviously, Wake and Pack is y'all show. But if y'all have any kind of requests for content, if I'm capable of doing it, I'm gonna do it. So hey, you ask and you shall receive. I did do that, Brandy, back in the day when my channel started getting some traction. It was something called the Big Homie series where I would literally talk to these players like I'm their big homie. Like my big homies done put me to the side and was keeping it real with me. You know, one thing about human society nowadays they don't do is like it's okay to disagree, you know, and it's okay to let somebody know when they're in the wrong. And it's okay the person in the wrong to say, you know what, I was wrong and thank you for letting me know that. We all humans, man. We all here to help each other, man. Not everybody's right. You know, there was stuff that I did that I thought was cool with my judgment, but a big homie done pulled me to the side like, nah, bro, what you doing ain't cool, bro. You know, you mess with your homie girl, that ain't cool, dog. You know, like you laughing and that ain't cool. Imagine it happened to you. Shit, I sure wouldn't like it if it happened to me. But yeah, we could definitely do that. I was gonna do that in one way, shape, or form anyway. And shit, fuck position by position, Brandy. I was gonna do each goddamn player. So hopefully we got 50 plus days, which we do in between the next season. But yeah, we definitely gonna give our synopsis and talk about everybody, you know, accordingly. Oh man, Brandy, we still can't figure out what a catch is, and that's a shame. That's a shame, babe. But it wasn't a catch by Dez Bryant. I tell you that. That wasn't a catch. But yeah, I mean, even listen, I'm not even really so much. Okay, I am bothered about the catch thing, Brandy, but what I'm really bothered about is spots. If it's clear as day on TV, don't put that stupid ass yellow line on the TV. Oh, well, it's unofficial. Don't let us see it then, because unofficially, Jordan Love should have got a first down. Well over. Now, if they would have counted the first, you know, time the ball stopped, yeah, but his body and momentum had him fall forward even more. And y'all missed out a first down on that. So what I'm asking for, with all this technology, the lines all over the field, you should have a heat sensor or some shit to know if the motherfucking ball goes across the goddamn first down, okay? They robbed us of a first down. Who knows what that would have turned into? You know, the catching shit, yes, I'm worried about that and hope that they fix it, but I also hope they fix the spots. And then again, this is football. It's just where the motherfucking ref puts his foot at. Like, that shit ain't accurate either, okay? So that line is more accurate where the goddamn ref puts his foot at. I'm tired of seeing that shit. Motherfuckers that made a first down and they don't give it to them. A motherfucker don't make a first down and they give it to them. It shouldn't be all over the ref's goddamn foot, okay? Again, I'm getting used to this driving and doing this shit, y'all. I ain't used to this shit. I ain't gonna do it too often. It's just, you know, I had to today. I had to hit the road and shit. I try to get all this work done before, you know, I holler at y'all, but shit, I ain't gonna be done to shit like 1, 2, 3, bro. So I just had to holler at y'all, man. I've been up early as fuck. So, but yeah, this is how we doing it today. So yeah, man, it's just crazy, man. It's like one of the best coaches ever. All these guys coming from under his coaching tree. Why this man ain't won the big one? You know, but then again, if he's looking at Andy Reid, then it should give him time to understand, like, okay, I'm still relatively a young coach. And the same man who's been whooping my ass the past 2 Super Bowls, there was a point in time where he couldn't win the big one. So it ain't all over with Shanahan, you know. I mean, ask y'all fans, they'll say it's all over with. Niners Twitter is going crazy, you know. Crazy with excuses. But keep on using them excuses. We got many excuses we could have made. Give J Love that first down. Couple of questionable calls that they did. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We're going to leave it at that. I've never felt, albeit it do hurt, you know, it's a playoff loss, but I've never felt as good coming off of a playoff loss than I ever have this time, to be really honest, quiet as kept. I do not remember a playoff exit as pleasurable as this one, man. We already done went in, made the tournament. They didn't think we was going to make it. We done smacked on the Cowboys. They didn't think we was going to do that, you know, top 2 seed. And then we went to the number 1 seed, and man, them boys was, you know, they was nervous, bro. They was nervous, man. You know, I was talking to Niner fans live watching that game. They was damn near giving me the game. They like, oh, man, y'all got it. And myself, knowing me, I'm just like, nah, it's a lot of football left. I'm I'm helping they fucking feelings and emotions. And then I'll be after the game. Now they were a little nicer. The guys I was talking to, my bro, I got a brother that's, Niner fan. So motherfuckers was damn near ready to give me the game. Like, all right, y'all got us this time. I'm like, nah, it's still a lot of time left because I know football, bro. Motherfuckers end up coming back and beat us. So it's cool. But if y'all seen all these interviews, y'all, around the NFL, on radio, whatever, as far as the Super Bowl that has to do with Packers, seems like everyone's on the same page. Jordan Love is actually mentioning Super Bowl. And he was staring at the Lombardi trophy like, man, I want one of those. And then another thing, let's not be mad at the Niners or Sourdough Sam. I mean, because in 1949, what were they experts at? Looking for gold, okay? The Lombardi trophy is sterling silver, okay? Maybe y'all need to stop being gold rushers and be silver rushers, goddammit. Oh, the Candlestick curse. Ever since Candlestick left the Bay, we're never going to win. Oh, the Kaepernick curse. Ever since we didn't make it right with him and do him right, we're never going to win. Oh, the Shanahan curse. He can't win a big one. We're never going to win. You don't hear that shit around Packers Nation. Now, earlier in this year, Fire Matt LaFleur, that whole triad or however many goddamn people was up to that. I hope that they are out of that now. Because if you see the participants, coaching, players, all that was involved in this year's Super Bowl, we motherfucking belong. I told y'all that shit earlier, okay? Traffic, looking for my chapstick. This shit, bro, it's too early to be this goddamn traffic, man. Like, this rush hour already, it's 10 a.m. But how y'all doing out there, man? How is y'all doing? Well, shit, free agency is one whole nother monster, that the Packers have to deal with. But as far as the draft, I can close my eyes and I can sit back and relax. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, have y'all ever had a little, I don't know what class I did this in, but it was some class in college. I don't know why. They'll be like, oh, did you trust this person? I'm like, yeah, I trust them. And then they'll have you fall back, close your eyes and see if they catch you. Like, clearly everybody caught each other, but it's like, yo, I trust Goop blind with a blindfold, man. And you guys have no choice but to trust Goop from the past 3 drafts he's given us, you guys. Like, it's been really unfair that we've gotten this kind of man, when you go to a draft, number one, any pick is a crapshoot, okay? And then just like I tell y'all, Oren Burks might have been horrible with us, might not have got it with us. We knew something when we drafted him. When we drafted him, we knew something, right? He had some talent. Even with MVS, as up and down he was with us, we drafted him. Why? We seen some talent. 2 cats on the Super Bowl, game, making an impact for their teams, man. So again, Savage might not have done what Joe Barry, we don't know what Joe Barry was asking Savage to do, but I'm just saying it's a different story with Hafley. So do not be mad if we keep a Savage. Do not be mad if we keep a Keyshawn Nixon or keep a whoever, because this is a different story. This is a different defense, y'all. What he's asking Savage to do is going to be different from what Barry was asking him to do. It's a total different way of thinking. So, I am not opposed to bringing guys in. And again, and I want to tell my boy TR this, toward the end of the year on Inquiring Minds, he said, I really don't mind if we don't keep any of the guys. Now, I agree with him. We don't absolutely need all the guys that are pending free agents. Obviously, teams are never the same. It's a revolving door. But when we were cooking as good as we were cooking TR and everybody else, I don't give a it's like gumbo. It's a lot of parts. It's good at the end of the day. Hey, we were cooking to a level last year toward the end of the year where we were that scary team that could have literally went out there and beat anybody. I still need to keep that continuity in, and sometimes leadership. Leadership, sometimes you got to pay for that too, right? Especially with a team as young as we are. At this point, Savage is a young vet, So, we'll see what happens with free agency. But the draft, I am totally not worried about at all. Free agency, we have to worry about it. Not have to, but again, we know how the Packers get down around free agency. It's like every blue moon where we going to make a big splash. Reggie White, Charles Woodson, Julius Peppers, when we brought the D train in, Preston, Zadarius, Adrian Amos, Billy Turner. Shit, we could use Billy Turner right now. And they misused Billy Turner in the NFC Championship anyway. He shouldn't have been where he was, or in the divisional. That thing they had him anyway. We ain't gonna go there. But yeah, man, that's what I was thinking about today, y'all. That's what I was thinking about today. It's just like, man, you micromanage to the point where you recording all your goddamn wide receiver room, defensive line room. You're recording in audio and video to make sure everybody on the same page. But you couldn't make sure that everybody was on the same page about the goddamn new rules. And the thing, he punted too. The cop out he used was just it's hard to gauge, where, they got the idea from. But what did he say? Oh, analytics. So he looked at analytics. He talked to analytics department. And, I get the point where he says we wanted to have the ball third. But it's not a guarantee that you're going to have it third, right? Clearly with this point. I get, we want to have it third. We score this score. We want to have the ones with the. But you're supposed to want to just handle business from the jump, right? Hey, when you get the ball first, like I already mentioned yesterday, you're kind of in a 3-down territory, almost settling for a field goal. 4th and 1, 4th and 2 come up possibly, but 4th and 4, 4th and 5, whatever they were in, you can't do that. You gotta kind of go for the kick. So what that does is it gives Kansas City, more importantly, it gives Pat Mahomes. Soon as they receive the ball, you can hear Pat on the mic. He was like, "Hey, they want to receive." He said it, and even when Fred Warner called to receive, he was like, "We want the ball." But he said it was like, "Do we know?" You know what I'm saying? Hey, get that shit together, Shanahan. I don't know how many chances you're gonna get because the NFC, more competition is gonna come. And then listen up, you've been getting away. You've been getting away, bro. Like, past 3 games, Detroit almost had that ass. We almost had that ass. So y'all motherfuckers was barely getting by anyway. Like, y'all didn't learn y'all lessons from the Packer game. This football guys was trying to show y'all a lesson with the Packer game and the Detroit game. Y'all motherfuckers didn't learn that. Y'all seem like y'all just got to play from behind or some shit to go and win a game. Because when you're leading, it's no fucking good. Maybe we should have gave up our lead earlier than we did. We shut them motherfuckers down. But yeah, man, that is my way of thinking right about now. Trying to figure shit. Soon I'm gonna get to my damn destination. What goddamn time is it now? But yeah, that's what it is, y'all. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm sorry I can't really see your comments. I don't want to, get into a wreck. I got to get used to this shit. But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I just had to come through, holler at my people, man. I had to come holler at the Waking Packers, man. So let me get to y'all a little bit before I get up out of here. Shake and bake, you ain't lying. Wow, yeah, like I ain't seen that shit. I had to pull over. Hey, I knew where they was because I passed that area before, and I just seen one peacock gradually just crossing the street, like stop sign and everything. He followed all the rules, and he just walked across the street. He waited for a couple cars to go by, and he just walked over. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? We in the country, so I had to pull over, and then lo and behold, there's just like, I don't know, maybe it's this lady in her front yard or some shit, but where I pulled up, it's peacocks everywhere. Do they fly? No, they can't fly. And then that's another thing. What's the point of being a bird and you can't fly? You would think a peacock can fly, right? A goddamn big-ass eagle could fly. Can a flamingo fly? Probably not. We know an ostrich can't fly. What's the fuck is the point to have wings if you can't fly? Hey, you might as well take my dick away. What am I have a dick for? I don't know how we ended up there, you guys, but sorry. Yeah, but that was a beautiful sight. I'm glad I got to show y'all some of this scenery, okay? But yeah, man. Shit. We'll see. I'm driving by at nighttime. I might have to grab me one. Are they friendly? Do they attack? I want to put one in a cage and bring that shit to Motherfucking LA. Shit. We heading back to LA right now. You know, we had to handle some business. That's right. Hey, no pun intended, right? Like, come on, Shanahan. I mean, I get it. I mean, you know, PTSD from all these losses you got, but it's like that's the problem. You micromanaging in the wrong area. Make sure your fucking team is prepared, bro. You in a Super Bowl. Admittedly saying, "Oh, we didn't know the rules." I know the goddamn rules. I know them. I ain't getting paid millions. I'm not in the biggest game of the year. They tripping on that one. You can't take it away because y'all said it, and y'all just make Shanahan look even worse coming out of this. And actually, I would say Shanahan like took it like a G. You know, he didn't get up there and cry and complain about. You know, he went up there. Yeah, we lost. It's gonna hurt. We gonna get over it. You know, he said all the little cliche shit that he's supposed to say. I thought I brought my vape with me, y'all, but can't even vape in this bitch. I left it, dog. I left abruptly this morning. I had to leave early, man. Shout out to Zane Strong, man. Hell yeah. Shout out to Malibu's Most Wanted. And shout out to Temu. It's Temu. Hey, Temu took over the Super Bowl. Temu had about 3 commercials. So everybody could shop like a billionaire. Hey, Brandy bought herself a washing machine for $395. Hey, you ain't the only one, Zane. I'm making this money and trying to make sure I don't get in a little wreck either. Oh, yeah. We ain't got no curses involved with us. And you know what? What happened that time we played Kansas City? What J Love did the first time we played him, he circled it. He said, "Oh, we lost to them. All right, cool." Do you not think he circled the Niners? Again, shout out to Romeo. Who you want to win? He said, "I can't pick the Niners. We just played them." Hell yeah, I'm with you on that. So for him to say that and think about the Niners in that fashion and throwing that egregious pick he threw, you can't. J Love, they took it easy on you too. Now I think Dan Patrick, he got on you about that pick. Hey, you need to hear about it, bro. I know you done studied it. I know you're not supposed to throw that anymore, but what also comes with making a play like that is just hearing about it until you don't hear about it no more. And that's just something that needed to happen, J Love. But J Love is coming into his own, man. He's becoming a man. I mean, he's already a man, but take some time. We seen Matt LaFleur in his first interview as the coach, or first, he was kind of, nervous. But now, hey, he be going off on the reporters. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not talking injuries. Hey, LaFleur now. Hey, so, exactly, man. And I would say, shit, great is cool, but I would say pretty much historic almost. Where do you find a 10-year starter, Zach Tom? You think he's going to slow down? Where do you find a possible 10-year starter pending on what happens to Bakhtiari in the 6th round? Motherfucking Rasheed Walker, okay? And Rasheed Walker gets respect around the league. Michael Parsons exchanged jerseys for Rasheed Walker. So, Rasheed's getting a little love out there. Yeah, they were Penn State teammates, but still, but I still think the jury's out for Rasheed. I need to see a whole year, start fresh year to see what he got to do. Hopefully Bakhtiari is back. Oh, well, hey, man, let me tell you this, bro. Enjoy your youth, bro. Enjoy your youth, man. I'm still in my 30s, so I'm cool, but enjoy that shit. That shit, time it flies, as you know now. Yeah, definitely. And Nixon is a keep. See, this is another thing, people. Okay. What did I just say? Oren Burks. We couldn't do nothing with him, but clearly a Super Bowl team Niners could do something with him, right? MVS. The price tag was probably too much for us to bring us back. Oh, Chiefs will take him playing in the Super Bowl. So, again, when players are put in different situations or put out of position, we all know the Amari Rodgers story. He wasn't a punt returner, but they had him at punt returner. He was more like a possession kind of slot receiver. Maybe if we put him in that position, he would have excelled. But we ruined the dude's career because we made it seem like he wasn't good enough to be in the NFL. No, he just wasn't good enough to be returning punts. Now, would he have been a fucking Randall Cobb 2.0 like it was said he might be? Absolutely not. You know, clearly that's not the case. But, you know, I think we did a little damage to old boy's career, to be honest with you. Just putting him out of position, out of place. Same thing for Keyshawn. Keyshawn always getting burnt. Well, you know, hello. No Eric Stokes for the year. We thought he'd be there. We traded away Rasul, right? Jair's missing half the season. So Keyshawn has to play, y'all. Don't get mad if he get burned. He had to play. Couldn't nobody else do it. And on top of that, him having to play, he still made a play or two. Still sealed the deal against Kansas City for us with an interception. Or y'all forget about that, though, huh? One of the best victories of the year. Y'all Packer fans gonna go all year. Oh, we beat Kansas City. Well, how about we give credit to a motherfucker who was responsible for that? Okay, which is Keyshawn Nixon. And again, find me a better returner. That's all I'm asking. They don't give around. They don't give away all pros, people. They just don't hand them out on the corner, y'all. And all pro is even more rare than a Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl is more like a popularity contest. So all pro, you actually gotta put in some real deal work on the field, man. So let me over, ho. So you know how I go. Well, shit, that would be nice, right? We also could draft 2 Reggie Whites. You did say that. For sure. Well, I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road for sure, for sure. But you know, I'm in between. I'm sandwiched in between these big ass trucks and shit, so I'm good. I ain't quite in no rush anyway. Shit, I gotta be where I gotta be in the next hour. Of course, of course. So maybe it was right me mentioning my private parts in that point, because you know, all niggas do is a dick measuring contest. Like, bro, calm down, man. Hey, you ain't gotta show, you ain't gotta show you the alpha male. But you know how us men do, Brandy. So now I'm gonna go into a whole new all that, and like I'm all over, you know, I want to see, you know, what's going on with them. How do they live? Like, where do they live at? I don't know anywhere else. There's been never a time where I've seen a peacock just walk across the street like it was no problem. Had manners and all that. But let me get up out of here, y'all, because I'm about to start driving fast as hell and shit. Seems like they give me a little leeway on this freeway. It's about to clear up a little bit, so I'm about to get up out of here. But thank you everybody for coming, man. I try to get to all y'all questions and shit, but I just can't see right now, y'all. So I apologize for that. But shout out to Go Mike, man. Shout out to Brandy Lewis. Shout out to John Boehner. Shout out to Big Nate, man. Shout out to TR. Shout out to Monica Anaya. Shout out to Freddie Rober. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to John Boehner. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to Packers Kingdom. Shout out to Go Mike. Shout out to Pronto P. Shout out to Ernie Martinez. Shout out to Blake 22. Who else we got out there, y'all? Shout out to everybody, bro. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. But yeah, man, sorry I was fashionably late today, but I just had to keep letting y'all know, man, it ain't so bad in Packerland, bro. I don't see Matt LaFleur. You know, he's done a few things in his coaching career, but I don't see him having a debacle like Shanahan has been having in all these Super Bowls. Again, look, your boy Sean McVay made the Super Bowl once. He met against the GOAT Brady and the GOAT Belichick. Okay, you learn. He learned his lesson. He's like, okay, next time I come to the Super Bowl, I gotta come correct, right? Next time he came around, won that shit, you know, for the city too. You know, shout out to the Rams for doing that. I ain't hating on the Rams for that. You know, I am born and raised Inglewood. That stadium is in a spot where I learned how to drive at. All that shit that's over there was not there when I was growing up. So it's just crazy to see something so massive. And that bitch is underground, right? You know, normally stadiums you walk up to, right? And you go up. This shit, you go down. It's like, we at SoFi right now? Yeah. You go on the escalator down, then you want to feel that shit crazy. It's like built from the ground up. That shit's below fucking sea level. But yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Thank you for coming through, man, and I'll highlight y'all tomorrow.